All right, hey guys, I'm Brian Harris. I'm the web and social media email strategist at the Alabama Baptist Convention State Board of Missions, and we are actually at Eastern Shore Baptist down here in Daphne, Alabama. And I'm gonna flip the camera around.
Yes.
And right beside him is Doug Rogers, who's our communications director. I'm gonna hand it off to him and let him talk about our upcoming annual meeting.
We're excited, as always, about the opportunity for Alabama Baptists to get together every November for our state convention annual meeting. It really is a time of family reunion, a time for us to get together and celebrate what God is doing through Alabama Baptist. Obviously, we have to take care of business as a state convention, but more importantly than that, we get to come together and again celebrate and just have a time of reunion each year in November. This year's state convention is November 17th and 18th at right here at Eastern Shore Baptist Church. It is the first time in 193 years of annual meetings that this meeting has been hosted in Baldwin County. I'm not sure what it means that the sun just disappeared. When
I don't know. It's a little shade.
That's right, in Baldwin County, and not only being hosted in a new county, but by a church who's hosting it for the first time. And we're so excited about this partnership with Eastern Shore because they've embraced this opportunity with enthusiasm, with a spirit of partnership and cooperation. So we wanted to come to you just for a moment and let you meet Stuart and just tell you a bit more at the convention. The other thing I'm going to mention, every convention has a theme. The theme this year is the simple word pray. It's a reminder to call us back to prayer for our obviously starting with ourselves as the Bible calls us to do, to be on our knees and to pray as His people, and to pray for the P, pardon us for our sin, the R, renew a right spirit in me, within us, A, accept our adoration and praise, and then Y, we go out with that Y, yoke us together in sacrifice and in service. And we're going to use that little simple outline to get through the 4 sessions of the state convention this year. So be praying for the convention as we gather on November 17th and 18th right here at Eastern Shore. And I want to let Stuart say a word, and then we'll walk in the sanctuary where most of our events will take place and let you see a little bit of Eastern Shore. Stuart.
Great, thanks, Doug. It's great to have the Alabama Baptist Convention here at Eastern Shore Baptist Church, and of course, we're very honored to be the first church here in Baldwin County and on the Eastern Shore to host this incredible event. I think that the theme is tremendous. I think it's going to be a great time of affirmation. Every convention that I've ever been to here in the state, it's a large business meeting. There's no question there. But it also it's a time of affirmation where Southern Baptists and, of course, Alabama Baptists gather together. And obviously, we're very blessed here. This sanctuary was built in 2006. Of course, we have our Sunday morning services here. We've hosted lots of events here from community gatherings, graduations, baccalaureates, to concerts. We've made some significant upgrades, actually, in our sanctuary over just the past over just past 6 months. And so we're very proud of what God has done here and how our people have really come together and have really done so much volunteering. What else would you like to see?
I want to play off that. I was going to mention your folks have rallied around this. I know there's committees have been at work really since you first got this invitation.
Yeah.
Tell us about that spirit.
Well, Dr. Lance called, really to my surprise. The Alabama Baptist Convention had been held really in Mobile County for years and years and years, and at one of our great Alabama Baptist churches at Dauphin Way. And so when Dr. Lance presented us the opportunity to host it here, of course, we were just really beside ourselves. We were just incredibly honored. I personally was very honored. And of course, our church has had a very deep commitment to missions, and certainly we have been annual contributors to the Alabama Baptist Convention and certainly the Southern Baptist Convention. We believe in the cooperative program, and so we're happy to be a part of sort of being the center of Baptist life for Alabamians, at least over those few days in November. And so, so when Dr. Lance called, I took the opportunity to our people on Wednesday night in a prayer meeting, and of course, they were profoundly excited. And then we've been meeting ever since. We got together, we created a convention team, and we delegated out responsibilities from things as simple as garbage pickup to to coffee stations, to things that are very significant, such as food distribution and setup and tear down. But every need is important, as you well know. Everything is important. Every person is important. And so we have, just in the greeter portion of our ministry here during that period of time, we probably have over 100 people that have signed up just to stand at the doors and welcome people into our church. So, as November is sort of marching toward us, we've picked up a lot of steam, and so I'm very grateful for our volunteer base that it's grown. So.
Well, it has been a joy, the spirit of partnership that you guys have exhibited. You mentioned the sanctuary, the beautiful sanctuary we're in.
Sure.
Just today, we've been meeting with the committee, the core group of the committee, which represents many, many more, to, I won't say final details, but we're really kicking into high gear over the next couple months as we prepare for this meeting, and have been here this morning for the last couple hours working with these great folks to hammer out these details. This sanctuary, of course, is where the bulk of the meeting will take place in terms of business sessions, but it's not just business. We'll have times of worship. We'll have times of a call to prayer in here. We'll celebrate what's going on in our Christian institutions of higher learning, our children's homes, the retirement centers, all of the entities that are part of that larger Alabama Baptist Convention family will celebrate that, as well as what takes place through the State Board of Missions. And as Stuart mentioned, their church being committed to the cooperative program, this is really an opportunity also to be reminded of how your gifts, your faithful gifts through the cooperative program, make a difference in lives here in Alabama, in our country and around the world. So don't miss this great time of celebration, much of which will take place right in this room. Of course, down the hall in the gym, we'll have our exhibit hall, and that's a great time of networking and of learning about ministries and resources, and about just kind of rekindling those relationships and friendships with the folks that you'll see while you're here on site. And then a lot of auxiliary meetings. There will be a church planter network meeting featuring Ed Stetzer, which is Sunday night preceding the convention. Of course, the pastors' conference takes place on site on Monday all day long. But it'd be hosted by Greg Pouncey over at First Tillman's, but it'll take place here.
We're hosting both.
Both events. Thankfully, you don't have to coordinate both.
No.
We've got Greg.
Thankful.
Pouncey
Very thankful for Greg.
So those are two big events. There's a missions volunteers in missions. Great celebration takes place on site on Tuesday, and the convention itself starts Tuesday morning, and then goes through Wednesday lunch. And you can find all that. The best resource I can tell you is ABSC, Alabama Baptist State Convention annual meeting, abscannualmeeting.com, org, thank you, .org, ABSC annual meeting, I should know, .org. Which will have the agenda when it's finalized. It'll have all the hotel links. It'll have all the auxiliary meetings. It'll have anything related to the convention at this ABSC. And when I went to your website, which is my
ESBC, right, as in my Eastern Shore Baptist Church.
Right on the front page.
.net.
What does it say? But
host
of the 2015.
Absolutely. Well, and I think too for us, and we were actually talking about this, our missions pastor and I, we've actually had a real increase in visitors over the past, really ever since we knew we were hosting it. People that are new to the Eastern Shore, people that are new to the Daphne, Fairhope, or Spanish Fork area that are coming in looking for churches. And what's really fascinating, of course, you're of course a lot on the computer and IT side. People, I tell people all the time, people don't visit churches, they visit websites. They visit a website before they ever go to a place. They want to know what's going on, the activities for their kids, what styles of worship are we dealing with. And so we've had a lot of people that came to our website, saw the fact that we were hosting the Alabama Baptist Convention, and they visited our church because of that. They thought, if they're the ones that are hosting, something good must be taking place there. And of course something good is, and it's God, it's Jesus. And we've actually received an influx of membership over the past 9 months since we knew we were hosting this. So we're so grateful to do it. We're grateful that people come and that people want to participate, and we are proud to host the pastors' conference as well as the convention here. And I think one of the greatest calls now I've been a Baptist all my life. I've never been anything but Baptist, but I think one of the greatest calls for us as Baptists is to participate. I think that's one of the great struggles of our denomination, is that we just don't quite participate enough. And so hopefully we'll have people come and experience our church, but experience this area. It's a beautiful area.
It is. It is.
Right here on the bay, 20 minutes from, 25, 30 minutes away from Orange Beach and Gulf Shores. You're just about a 6-mile drive over to Mobile. We've got fabulous dining. We've got unbelievable hotels. This would be a tremendous experience. Even if you just wanted to come to the convention and then stay a few extra days, this would be a great place to come and spend time with your husband, spend time with your wife, and even your family. So I encourage you to come, participate, be a part of what's going on here on the Eastern Shore.
Good deal. And I just want to affirm one more time, Stuart, you and your staff and your volunteers, affirm your partnership from day one and before that in Great Commission Ministries and in Cooperative Program Missions and Giving. And just, again, thank you for not only your personal commitment, but every person we've been attached to who's been so willing to do whatever it takes to, because we want this meeting to glorify the Lord.
Absolutely.
We deal with all these details because we don't want distractions to take place, things we can deal with now, so that when the time comes, God will be honored by our annual meeting, by the celebration, and you guys are a huge partner in that. So thank you for that, and thank you for all the work's already taken place and what will take place the next couple of months as we head here November. Really 16th for the Pastors Conference, even the 15th for the Church Planter Network event, which you'll find more information on. And then 17th and 18th, that Tuesday, Wednesday for the state convention. Brian, anything, any other topics?
Yeah, well, a couple of people chimed in during the conversation. Alabama Baptist mentioned about the 100 volunteers, and they were just impressed by that. And
that's the 100 volunteers to do one job. And that's not, by the way, talking about other churches that have said, hey, we want to participate and we want to help. And if there are people that are watching that are members at other churches, perhaps here in the area or even beyond, we would welcome your help. You can certainly contact us here. You can visit our website, www.myesbc.net. But we've got parking attendants, we've got shuttle bus drivers, we've got greeters at the door, we've got people that are in charge of food, picking up trash, set up, tear down, all those different things. So it's quite an impressive thing, and I hope we'll be able to organize it in a constructive way.
Well, yet another shout out too from Lee Diamond. He wanted to say,
lovely.
He said, Stuart's the man.
Yeah,
and
lovely.
And another person, you started talking about dining, and they said, you had me at dining.
we are Baptists after all.
Great seafood down here. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Before we wrap this up, I want to remind everyone, go to abscannualmeeting.org. That has the information source or a hotel guide, has your information on hotels, directions, information on our host here. Also, while you're here, use hashtag ABSC15, that we can kind of be able to kind of see what's going on here. And we'll be posting a lot of different things on that hashtag too, letting you know about resources available that are coming up for the convention. Hey guys, we just look forward to seeing you here, and we're going to sign out.
God bless you.